As I said, this is the classic. This is the heavy-duty rack, the big one. This is the one that holds up to 1,000 pounds. Before we even get started on it, what I would like you to do, and I'm going to bring this up throughout the show, is go to hsn.com and scan any of the reviews and check out what people say about this original rack, because this thing is amazing. The last time I checked, there are 2,463 reviews. That in and of itself is ridiculous. That you would get 2,000 people. I mean, I think I've written one review in my life somewhere, and it's like, and it was just because I was angry.
Right, it was a bad one.
This is 2,463 people. Out of those 2,463, 2,010 said it was perfect 5-star review. Most of the others said it was 4.8, 4.7. You know, this is unbelievable. A lot of them said that because they wanted to have 2 and they'd only got 1, and they were miserable about that. Well, get 2. We have them available. If you want to buy 2, you can. This is the classic, okay? This is the one that we started with an original rack. We made it bigger. Everybody loves this rack, first of all, because it does open and close in seconds. It holds up to 1,000 pounds. Depends whether you have the wheels on or not.
Right.
The 4-tier design holds a ton of stuff. It's completely assembled when you get it at home. It's incredibly durable.
Yes. This
whole thing, which holds 1,000 pounds, weighs only 41 pounds.
Isn't that amazing?
Unbelievable. You can use it with the wheels, you can use it without. Lou, let's go through colors really quick, and then we'll talk about the uses.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this is amazing.
Yes. No, I'm laughing because we have so many colors, but you'll see. You'll see that in a second.
Just put them up on the screen instead?
No, it's more fun this way. Okay. So this is the pewter we have right here next to us. Remember, these are all powder-coated steel, regardless of whatever color you're buying. So pewter right there. It's that mottled finish of the gray and black, okay?
Right.
Now, I'm going to pull this guy out of the way. We'll go through the ones behind us right here. This is the teal. Okay, brand new color this year. We just started selling this last month.
Right.
So brand new in the teal. Then we've got the classic black in the middle right here. This one's a little bit of a glossy finish. And then we've got the turquoise on the end right there. Another brand new color.
There's only 10 left, by the way, in turquoise if you want it.
Wow. Okay,
right.
And then now this is where it's going to get fun. Ready? Here we go.
Whoa.
This is the navy blue right there. That's navy blue. How many?
70
in the navy. Wait. Nope.
You go first, Lou.
The white?
The white?
This is the white. So I'm just going to pull these out here so we can get a nice shot.
I got it. We're going to do a little circular thing
Beautiful,
here.
glossy white color. Okay, this one's going out. Next one's coming in. This is the vintage bronze. Beautiful dark brown on this one, little flecks of gold in it, okay? The next one is red. This is origami red or race car red or fire engine red, but it's a beautiful red.
And finally,
we've got the blush. Remember this one from the shoe rack earlier?
Oh, no,
we've got the beautiful blush.
80 left in blush.
Not many in the blush. Then
80 of those.
We've got purple. A lot of purple fans out there. We've got your color right here. This is a beautiful shade of purple as well. And then we've got the platinum. Platinum is the closest thing to stainless steel that you're going to see. I love this one. Aluminum look, stainless steel look on this guy. Really nice silver color right here. And then the last one is vintage copper. And that's our vintage copper that you're looking at right there.
And these are beautiful. And every one of these, again, Lou, show them how easy they are to open and close.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to grab my pewter one.
Go get your pewter one back.
This one is the classic color right here. And our most popular still. Yeah, me too.
It's the original color.
All of mine are in the pewter color. Now watch this. When you get this home, okay, it's going to come fully assembled. Remember, this is steel. This is all powder-coated steel, okay? So it's going to look like this, flat packed in a box. You don't need any tools to assemble this. Watch what's gonna happen. You just grab the sides like this and gravity helps you. It falls open. On the back is the patented origami toggle right there, okay? You thread that through. This is like an engineering marvel. Once you put that through, the entire bottom of this now is solid, okay? Then you just flip the top over like this, and there's a latch right here. You just let that latch drop into place, and that locks the whole thing. Now, the only choice you have to make when you have your origami at home is this. Do I wanna put the wheels on it? Do I not wanna put the wheels on it? Okay, if you do put the wheels on it, as we have right here, we recommend you put 75 pounds on each shelf. Limit yourself to that because it's about 3 inches off the ground. That's 300 pounds weight capacity. It's good. It's really good, actually. Yeah. Okay, but without the wheels on, if it's going to be a more permanent installation, you can put 250 pounds on each one of these shelves. Right. That's 1,000 pounds, which, by the last time I checked, was half a ton.
It's half a ton,
Half a ton itself. Now, each shelf is 3 feet across, okay? So you get 12 linear feet of storage here because you got 3 times 4. Right. And then they're 18 inches deep, so you got 1.5 feet depth on each one.
And if you look at them, I'll turn it sideways for you. You can see just how wide across it goes. Again, you know, you've got the aerated shelves here, and if you want, we get a lot of people that they want to put something on that could teeter. They will put a piece of glass or a piece of wood. You just cut it and have the. You get it for nothing at the home store if you wanted to cut wood for you to do that. Maybe you just want one solid shelf as well. You can do that in addition to that. The reason I bought it was because originally I had a cheapo plastic version that I got at the home store. It had about 75 parts, and you know, the more parts you have, the more weak spots you have.
That's true.
In anything. Now remember, this comes all fully put together. Everything is already hinged and put together.
Yeah.
It's not put together just by putting a sleeve on another one.
No.
That's how most other shelves are put together, and some screws and nuts.
Yeah.
But those are all weak points.
But this is riveted too. I mean, that's the thing. It's welded. It's riveted. You're getting you know, a solid. Listen to this. Solid steel construction on this. Not solid steel, but it's steel powder coating. Now, powder coating, a lot of people don't understand powder coating. When you powder coat something, Guy, it's not like putting, you understand it, it's not like putting paint on it. When you paint something, you just slap it on a coat of paint, and you know where the paint goes is where the paint goes. With powder coating, when you put an electrical charge through the metal, you spray it with a dry powder coating material. And if you've ever seen them do this, it's crazy. It literally wraps itself around the metal, and it finds every opening, every nook and cranny, so that the metal itself is not corrosion resistant, but because the powder coating is so complete, we can say that it's corrosion resistant.
There's no weak points.
There's no weak point. Let's give them some ideas on what they can do with this, because honestly, you know, with origami, you're only limited by your imagination, but we give you a couple suggestions. For instance, for the laundry room, I absolutely love this, to keep your cleaning supplies on it. You know, if maybe you need some room in your pantry, this is perfect for that as well. I mean, you could use this anywhere where you've got to walk in and there's space.
And you haven't even taken advantage of all the space on it.
I haven't, no. We kind of spread things out a little bit.
We kind of put things up here loosely. But let me tell you something. If you need a portable closet, this is a portable closet. You can put sweaters in here. You can put blankets in here. You can put shoes. You can put boxes, jewelry, whatever it is you need to stack up. It could be you're buying in bulk from one of those stores and you've got detergent and you want to buy 5 boxes of it. Where are you going to put it? You can store it here. The nice thing is, though, is you can move it. You can clean behind this rack. You know, the rack I bought was permanent, and I wound up just taking it out and getting rid of it because it was a mess. It started getting mildewy. This will never get moldy or mildewy on you.
Nope.
Because the air circulates, it breathes. Because of the material it's made of, it's not going to have to deal with that. On all bells and whistles, it really, really is a great item. And honestly, like we said, we haven't tricked them out like fully. We haven't loaded them only because we got to move them in and out of here. But you can put up to 1,000 pounds on these things when
without the wheels
are not on it.
I mean, but even with the wheels, 300 pounds, and that's a lot of weight to be able to roll around. I mean, people don't realize that. I mean, for the garage, though, this is going to change your life in your garage. It is going to double or triple the space you have in your garage, because here's what we do. We take advantage of the vertical space in your home, okay, and use that, okay? So here's the thing. It only has a footprint of 3 feet long, okay? So in that space of 3 feet, though, you're getting 12 feet of storage, 12 linear feet of storage. Think about that. So you're literally quadrupling that space just by putting this in there. In my garage, this is, for the first time ever, I was able to actually put a car in the garage. Actually, I have a golf cart in there, but I was able to put something in my garage.
It's kind of a car. So
it's kind of a car. Where I live, believe me, it's like a car. But I mean, that's the thing, is that for a lot of folks out there, you know, your car is the second most expensive thing you're ever going to own. You need to take care of it. Put it in your garage. If you can't because you got stuff everywhere, get yourself an Origami. Now, this guy right here in the turquoise color. Let's get those two wrong.
Last call on turquoise, by the way. So.
But look how great this is as an entertainment center.
People like this one, this particular color, to show it off.
Yes.
A lot of these you'll hide away, or you'll put it in a basement or an attic and you don't think about it and you're just happy that it's there and it's reliable and it's strong and it works. But this one is so dang cool that it's even a little bit retro, because that color, the turquoise color, is kind of a retro color. So if you want to put a TV on it, if you want to put, you know what this color is great for? It's great to add a pop of color to the kitchen and put your appliances on. So if you have a pressure cooker, if you've got a mixer, a blender, whatever it is, a toaster, it's perfect for that. And we'll show you that because we've got that. We usually trick that out. Maybe we don't on this one. But anyway, you can put whatever you want on these things. If you want to style it out a little bit, you can style it out with a color. That's what's wonderful about it.
Well, and here's the other thing, too. You can use these in unconventional spaces, meaning if I wanted to stack them 2, 3 deep, like I have this in my storage unit this way, you can do that, so that if you need to get to the one in the back, you just move the front one out of the way. Why? Because you've got wheels on them. Conversely, in my garage, I've got cabinets all the way around my garage, but it wasn't enough storage space. So what did I do? I put origami racks in front of the closets. Now I'm quadrupling the space of that floor that I've got in the garage. I've got more room, but you would never build a shelf in front of a cabinet, would you? Nobody would do that, right? But with origami, because it's on wheels, I can move them out of the way. You know, the other thing, guys, you'd be surprised how many people out there actually use these as a dolly in their home to push big, heavy things around. Remember how you were talking about the big box store before?
Yeah.
And you go and you buy in bulk, okay? So here's the thing. When you buy in bulk, you can actually use this not only to carry stuff into your garage from your car, but once the shelves are bare again, once you've used everything that you bought in the big bulk store, in the big box store, right? Watch what we're gonna do. We fold this up. Why? Because origami is a storage solution, not a storage problem. So when it's empty, you can just stow this away. It takes about 4 inches of space.
Nothing.
And that's it. So you can stow this away when it's not in use. When you need it, though, watch how fast it sets up. You know, and imagine if you took a shelf apart every time that you wanted to put it away and then built it again.
And you know what's nice, too, and
Look at that.
along with what you just said, is that it doesn't have to be permanent.
No.
You know, when you go, and we're here in Florida, and it was the same when I lived in Arizona, not so much up in New England as much, but where they do the built-ins, right? You know, here in Florida, the built-ins in your garage are a big deal. Built-ins in Arizona because we don't have basements.
Right.
So when you don't have basements, you need to have storage. And so you put it in your garage or you put it in your attic, and that's what you do. What's wonderful about that is that, you know, the systems that we do have made here that are permanent, they're expensive as all heck. They're thousands and thousands of dollars to install. If you are renting a place and it's not there, you can't do anything about that. You can't take it with you. These you can move around, you can take. So if you want storage in your garage, you can store in your garage. If you want storage in your basement, you can bring it down there, and you can actually fold this up, walk it down the basement stairs, open it up, and it's, you know, 5 times the size, but you didn't have to carry a whole thing down there.
Exactly.
It's not heavy duty, like we said when we were talking about weight, but it's heavy duty when it comes to how much it will support.
How much it will hold.
Yeah.
Well, and you see, in my house, I've got double jeopardy. I don't have a basement and I don't have an attic. I have a flat roof.
I don't have a basement, and I'll never go in my attic. Let's just say that.
You live by the beach.
Yeah, I live by the beach.
Don't ever want to go in that attic.
Never go up in that attic.
But, you know, to that end, I got to make use of every square inch in the house. For instance, my wife is a crafter, big crafter, okay? Right. She actually has a craft room now, but she still doesn't have enough space. She has this exact rack, not this exact one, but one that looks just like this, in a closet, a walk-in in her house, and that's her crafting supplies. And if she's got it loaded, I'm telling you, she's got it loaded. But when she works on crafting, she just pulls the whole thing out, sits right next to it, and she's got all her supplies right there when she needs them.
Look at this.
Walk-in pantry.
That's
a you know, rather than pay somebody to add shelves, plus you probably don't have room, right?
Yeah.
This is a great way to add that storage space to anywhere in your house. I love the idea of the laundry room, and I always tell people, listen, stop breaking your back. Carry the laundry baskets on here too. Why are you carrying them around the house? Just push them.
Hey, listen, if you bought it just to put stuff you bought in bulk, right? As you just saw there. If you bought it just because, what do you do with all the paint cans from your house? You know, you got 15, 20 paint cans. What do you do with that? You don't want it to be on the floor, because if it gets wet or whatever, and you know paint cans rust automatically the day you buy them, they start to rust. You want to get the stuff up off the floor.
Yes.
If you are from New England, or if you are in a place that has a basement or a cellar, you want to be off the floor then, because a lot of times we get water down there. That's why we also have sump pumps in New England, because we have to dig a hole in case the water comes in, because cement cracks and water goes in.
Like that.
Everybody gets a wet basement like that. So you need to have your stuff up off the floor, so you can not only so you can move it, but so that it stays dry. And that's really there's so many different things and aspects of this product that make it better than permanent storage.
For storage, for furniture. I mean, there's so many ways you can use this. Let's go through the colors one more time, because it's going to take us a couple moments to do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is the pewter. This is the original color, that mottled finish, the silver and black all combined. Actually, there's a little bit of texture to it, which I like. All right,
I like this
I'm going to slide that guy out of the way.
Mottled is what it is.
The mottled
like that.
finish, mottled.
All right.
Oh, okay, we're going to go that way.
We'll go here, and then we'll go behind you.
Yeah, sure. Here's the navy blue right here. Beautiful, brand new color.
60.
Okay, only 60 of these left. You ready? Switching out. Here we go.
Come on, Lou, baby.
Here's the next one. This is the beautiful, glossy white color. Look at the great finish on this. By the way, notice we're rolling these in and out. I want you to notice how quiet they are when we roll them, and how easily they slide. Look at that. The wheels on these are awesome. I'm telling you right now.
They don't have shopping cart syndrome.
This is the vintage bronze, and it's got a little flecks of gold in it. When light hits this the right way, you're going to be amazed at how beautiful that guy is.
Look at this red one, too. This red one is absolutely...
Hey, somebody's got to catch this.
Catching, guys.
I was going to just...
I got...
cameras in here, expensive things.
A dozen left in red.
Oh, okay.
Just a
Origami
dozen
red right here.
Yeah.
Judy catching. There we go.
Kyle, how are we doing in pink?
Blush.
70 left in blush.
It's amazing. Yeah, people love the color. Look at that. Beautiful soft pink on this guy right here. Okay, then for the purple lovers out there.
Hey, what about a kid's room, right?
Look at this.
You want to put some purple in their life? What kid wouldn't love this, but their clothes
There's a lot of people out there, this is their favorite. I had a college roommate that he thought that the only color you should wear is purple.
You know why this is good for kids,
only interesting
too, is
color.
that kids like to see their clothes.
Yeah.
And that way they can look. Hey, moms and dads, grandparents out there, and trust me, because I live this, and even though my kid is now 15, it's still, this is why I moved all his clothes. I hang all his shirts now, but his shorts, socks, he'll pull whatever one he wants, and he trashes the thing every single time, in a drawer.
Right.
Here, I can see my clothes, so I don't have to, trash everything.
Right.
Your kids will love this. It's an
important safety tip right there.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Here we go. Here comes a platinum. If you like aluminum, if you like stainless steel, if your appliances are stainless steel, this is going to be the closest thing you're going to get to that. Beautiful finish on this one, okay? A little bit of a glimmer to it. And one more. Here it comes. This is the vintage copper right here. Take a look at that. It had the great finish on this guy. Look at that right there. So different than the vintage bronze.
Goes with everything.
Goes with everything.
That one goes with everything. And
now, if we go around on the back here, this one is going to be the teal. Okay, the darker of the two greens that we have right now. So that's your teal. Then in the middle, we've got the classic black right there. Glossy finish on the black. A little bit of texture to this guy, too. It's not a satin finish on the black. Oh!
Turquoise has sold out.
Turquoise.
So we'll hopefully get that one back in for you.
Don't look at that.
We have less than 5 minutes on our clock. In fact, I think we have less than 4 minutes now. So if you want to grab it, now's the time. So when you order this, what happens? Well, we take your order. And then we will ship this out to you. When you get it, it'll come in a box. Inside the box, it will be completely assembled. All you simply do is open it. And be careful when you open it, because it'll open, the shelves will pop down, so be careful of your fingers and toes, and then latch the top. And then, as we said, you either put the wheels on or you don't put the wheels on. It's totally up to you. If you're going to be putting it in somewhere where you want it to be permanent, you don't need to put the wheels on. And when you don't put the wheels on, because of the stability of it and the way it's rated and all that stuff, you can put a lot more weight on it. You can put up to 1,000 pounds. So here's my thought. So if you're going to be storing firewood on this, maybe don't put the wheels on.
Yeah.
All right. If you're going to be doing heavy-duty paint cans, stuff you buy in bulk, that's stuff that's going to be in the garage. You're not going to move that thing around that often. If you need to move it around, take the stuff off, pull it out, sweep it up, and put it back. But totally the choice is yours. If you're going to be doing 300 pounds of wood, then you're okay.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's actually a lot of wood. If you think about it.
Wood, bro.
Well, you know what? If I'm going to be storing very heavy objects in my garage, I put them on the Origami because I want to be able to move them. I have to move them around.
There you go.
I have to be able to move them around in my garage.
Most stuff isn't 1,000 pounds, Lou. Most stuff is 100 pounds.
I guarantee you.
Or 200 pounds when it's heavy.
Listen, I used to have a car that was like, a ton. So it was 2,000 pounds, and that was it. So, we're talking about a lot of weight. Now, a little story here. When a couple years ago, we got our house remodeled, just the center portion, but it turned out that job guy that was supposed to take 4 weeks took 4 months.
Yeah, of course.
So we actually had to move out of the house. So the way we did it is I got a couple of guys from here to help me. I dropped one of those things in the driveway that we can store stuff in. But we rented a house 2 doors down. So rather than loading everything into a truck, put them on the Origami.
And just rolled it down the neighborhood.
Rolled them down the street, right down the street. And it was really funny because I've got at the time, I think I had 4 of these at home. So we had 4 of them, just rolled them down to the street. And some of the stuff never even came off of them.
Yeah.
Just sat in the garage of the house we were renting. But it's one of those things that you can use these for anything that you want. And that's the thing. When you get them home, unlike conventional shelving where you build it one time and it lives where it lives, you can move these. You can break these down. You can use these for furniture. You can use them for anything, storage, whatever you want.
And you can't make a mistake because you don't have to put them together yourselves, which is, I've told you many times, I've had things that I bought from the home store that I had to put together, and somehow I had pieces left over. And I don't think that's the way it's supposed to work.
No, I'm pretty sure no.
Especially with a barbecue grill.
Oh, no.
It's like, I hope none of the safety pieces were left out here. I'm like, why are these 7 extra bolts in this little cup thing? What is that for? The nice thing is this comes completely assembled to you. You don't have to do nothing. I mean, click on your computer. A week later, this comes, maybe a little knife to open the box, and then slide it on out and watch what happens. Enjoy it's like a flower blooming right there.
It just
you lock it in, and you'll see how this lovely lady just locks it, and then she raises the roof, and she latches the roof, and now you've got a completely stable piece. And look, then she just moves it around. I mean, it's that easy. This is also great for seniors out there that maybe could not put together a big industrial rack,
yes,
but still want storage, and they want something that they can actually move around.
Yeah.
Another good reason it's on wheels for seniors out there that can't push a 75-pound table around.
Yes.
This thing you can do easily with the assist of the wheels.
Yeah, very simple to do.
Yep. All right, listen, we did sell on a couple, but if you're concerned about your color, go on hsn.com. They will let you know what colors are still available. Also, while you're there, make sure you check out